Welcome back to the Sam Houston State Bearkat Dynasty. Due to some editing issues and some recording whiffs, we're going to do these last few games of Season 3 a little different. We're going to do a very quick synopsis. I'm going to talk over them, so there's not going to be in-game play-by-play. Maybe one or two games. But then we're going to eventually get to the next season, Season 4, but I don't want to spoil Season 3 yet. Then we're going to do another quick synopsis of the games in Season 4, maybe some surprises there at the end. But then we're going to get to the new game that's coming out this week. I'm so excited. Hopefully y'all are too. Hopefully y'all already have some ideas for who y'all are going to be playing with. I already have a few ideas in mind, but let's go ahead and get to these games. Hopefully you like them, and hopefully you'll be with me till the end of this franchise until we get to 2026. Let's go, guys. Before we go, we're going to be heading over to UTEP, hopefully getting on the board. Obviously, you see it's 4-0. Last year it was my fault. Here on offense, finally late in the second half, we're getting a little bit going with the screen pass to the right. Of course, number 63 gets you in our way. So we're inside the 10. We go with a little RPO, not able to get it. Then we're going to run it up the middle, cutting it back, hit on the goal line. We're going to go into halftime with a 3-0 lead. No, we're not, because I missed the field goal. I'm so bad. Going into the third quarter, we finally get a little bit going, hitting on a 4th and 9, get a little bit going in the RPO. Great blocking out there by the wide receiver. Atkins, I'm going not quite fast enough. Then we get Mr. McKinney going up the middle, making some moves, getting a first down for us. Now we're going to be punching it. No, we're not. Knocked all the way back. We're going to miss another field goal. No, we're not. We're going to make this. So we're on the board 3-0. That's great. But then, you know, they're finally going to get going. They have someone wide open. I'm pretty sure that's a tight end. Beat everybody. Gets all the way past the 50. They're getting something going. They're running game up, making a juke. What was 94 doing? Second and long already. We have a blitz coming in. Dylan Frazier about to take him down, make it even longer. Third conversion. They don't get it. They kick a field goal. Didn't know it was going to go in, but it did. So it's tied. Once we get the ball back with just under 6 minutes left, we go to their favorite play, the screen. We have big blockers out there getting in the way of the defenders. Getting a little stiff arm. Way to go. Trying for another RPO. We're going to hand it off. Cedric Alexander's going to make a move up the middle. Get past the first down. Chuck yardage, exactly what we need. And Alexander's getting it again for us. Running over. Spinning off that safety. That's Dante David getting us inside the 20. Under a minute left. Third and goal, power out formation. We go to the right. Cut it up. We're going to be fighting. Getting into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearkat. Finally getting on the board. Under a minute left. It's going to be 3rd and 10. We almost have a little pressure on him. Boom. Jake Daniels able to get him. They're able to quickly run back to the line. It's 4th down under prayer for UTEP. They're going to be heaving it towards the goal line. See if we can do anything with it. We deflected. Finally on the board, it says we have 2 wins, but we really only have 1 after this game. Player of the game, Dante David, 17 rushes, 57 yards, and 1 touchdown. Biggest one of the game. After that big win against UTEP, we're going to be traveling all the way across the state of Texas into New Mexico to take on the Aggies. With an 8-2 record in week 12, they're going to be going for our jugular because they're in a 3-way tie in second place. So they are absolutely still in the game. They're going to do everything they can to knock us off, but it is going to be early in the first quarter. We're going to a little bit going. Nope, intercepted. That was a terrible read by me. So they're going to get a little bit going. No, they're not. And yes, they are. They were getting it and still able to get it off down inside the red zone. Look, we were hitting him. He was still able to get that off. So they're getting hit again and get it off a touchdown. So it's late in the first quarter. We're going to be getting a little bit going. Whoop! Getting a little bit going to the midfield line, or at least the midfield. We're going to be able to get at slant, making a move on that safety, not able to get away. We're going to be going wide, and we're hitting a slant again. Dropping back, 5 wide. We're going to be hitting the zig to the left. He's going to be able to get around and get in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearkats! That huge Atkinism has come up absolutely enormous for us down the stretch. We are now going to be going late in the first quarter again, hitting the Texas route, the center beater, as I call it, to Alexander, getting us the first down. We're going to be going again to that slant. If you're getting tired of it, too bad. We're going 5 wide again, hitting a slant to the right. Fatu Makuba, touchdown, Bearkats! We take a 21-7 lead. That is going to be a huge undertaking for them to try to come back from. But you know they're going to be able to hitting that right down the middle. And then look at this. Whoop, boop, up. Get off me. Looking like Javorsky Lane from Texas A&M back in the day. No one is on him. And that was a terrible tackle attempt. But they do go for 2, and look at this slow quarterback getting up there. None of my guys wanted to do anything. Once we get the ball back, we're just going to go with our bread and butter, run up the middle. Boom! Dante Dave with a big hit. We're going to be able to kneel it out, and you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. We come out with a win, 21-18, taking the Aggies out of contention for Conference USA. This is going to be our playmaker right here, DJ Bailey, 168 yards, 71 completion, and 2 touchdowns. With the Aggies out of the way, it's going to be between UTEP and Liberty to play us in the Conference USA Championship game. Now, as we move on over to the college football playoff, we see that we are number 12, but we are going to be traveling to Happy Valley to take on the Penn State and Nittany Lions. That's going to be tough. Go in there, especially if they have a whiteout. Holy cow, that's going to be so scary. But whoever they put in front of us, we're going to give them our best effort. Heading into week 13 with a 9-2 record, we bring a raucous crowd here to LA Bauer Stadium. They're going to be here supporting the Bearcats for senior night. This is the last home game of the year. So we're going to be saying goodbye to some of our biggest names, but not before we get a Conference USA championship game and potentially playoffs. Who knows? We're going to be playing Jacksonville State, and we're going to be starting the game off right because no one is fooled by that. Getting a big sack, hold them to a field goal, but nope, they missed it. Josh McCown's going to be sending DJ Bailey out on the field. He doesn't have the best numbers, but he is a leader, and everyone loves playing for him. He's going to get the game started off right. We're going with one of my favorite plays, going to be a screen. We have blockers out there. We make a few moves, getting past that first down marker. We make another big play right there. We have a center beater, and we are hitting the tight end. And here we go again with some moves. DJ Bailey's going to be taking off. Does not slide. I don't know the buttons for that, but we're going to be going with another screen. If you get tired of them too bad, we're going to be hitting Cedric Alexander. Boom, with a spin move. Fighting forward, getting inside the 5. To top this drive off, we're going to be hitting the tight end to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! That's something we definitely need to start doing more, especially heading into next year. After stopping on defense, McKinney's going to get the ball going to the right, cut back to the left. He's going to be getting some blocking. He's going to be getting up almost to the 40. We're going to give it off again, and that is going to be Cedric Alexander making a move to the outside. Jukin getting the first down. We did not do anything on that drive, so we are going to give it to him, and of course, they're going to be taking off. No one wants to tackle him. That's super frustrating, so they're going to keep this drive going, and they're going to hit someone to the right. No one wanted to tackle him. He missed 3 tackles right there. Drop him back again. Don't know what we're going to do because they hit another one right up the post, and we finally get him. Boom! Big stop right there. Hold him to absolutely nothing, but then we just can't tackle again. We absolutely need to make sure we work on that for next year. They're going to be dropping back again. We're in coverage, and they're going to be throwing to the right, and of course, we don't make the tackle. He's getting the first down. They're going to be run up the middle. No, it's not. It's going to be a pass, and they have someone to the left, and we're able to stop him right at the goal line. Drop him back, and that definitely looked like it should have been deflected, right? Once we get the ball back, it's 10-7. We're losing. We're going with their favorite play, the screen. We have some blocking up front. We're going to be fighting for getting that first down. We're going to be killing this clock. Run up the middle. McKinney's getting a long run up there past midfield. 4th and inches. DJ Bailey gets that first down on a quarterback sneak. We're going to RPO. We're going to give it to Alexander up the middle. Getting that first down. Just over a minute left. Going to the quarterback sneak. 4th and inches. Getting that first down. Punch it in. And not quite. We have 2 seconds of punching in. Touchdown, Bearcats! We come away 14-10, Jacksonville State. That was a hard-fought victory, but I tell you one thing, we absolutely earned that bad boy. Of course, player of the game got to be DJ Bailey. He hit 2 4th and inch quarterback sneaks for us, only 86 yards, but did score 2 touchdowns. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, look at those awesome helmets. We are now going to be looking at championship contender being an A-. That is up, so that is going to rank us 10th. Let's see what we have going. Huge rematch with UTEP in the Conference USA Championship game. Again, this is going to be a huge marker for us, ranked 10th in the nation. We have an opportunity to get to the Conference USA Championship game again, win it for another year. It'll be 2 years in a row, and solidify our spot in the college football playoff. Speaking of the college football playoff, we're now ranked 10th, and we're going to be staying in the state of Texas for our first round matchup. It's going to be a good one if we do end up playing against the TCU Horned Frogs. We have got to make sure we put a beat down on them. And again, whoever they put in front of us, we're going to give them absolute heck. On a side note, we did release our offensive coordinator. We just have to come up with a different game plan. Yes, we do a lot of screens, which I love. We do a lot of RPOs, which I love. We do a lot of runs, which I love. But maybe some new play sets or some new audibles. We're going to be looking for someone to take us to the next level, but we're already playing at a pretty high level, so really, it's championship or bust, right? Moving forward to the conference championship week, we are going to be in another rematch with our hated rivals, the UTEP Miners. Ranked 10th in the nation, we're 10-2. We cannot let these guys get the best of us. We absolutely positively have to take care of business. And this time, it's going to be at home. The Miners are coming to Huntsville. That's right. We are going to be playing on our own turf. We know what it takes to win here. We don't want to let our fans down. These UTEP Miners will be going down. I do want you to take a look at their helmet. But it's time for the Bearcats to win. If you look at the stats, they definitely do better than us, getting more yards. But it's not about yards. It's about points at the end of the game. So we're going to be starting the game off right as DJ Bailey hits the screen. And we're going to be getting out there with Alexander. He's making some people miss. 63, get out of the way again. Going with another RPO, and we have a great block up there. Yo, not quite fast enough. We're going to be hitting up the middle, getting on the board first. Touchdown, Bearcats! Huge play for us. Once they get the ball, they're going to be running a jet pass to the right, and apparently nobody wants to tackle him. It takes our safety taking it after a huge game. Then they're going to rerun up the middle, missed tackle there by Peyton Pierce. Someone gets a first down, drop him back, and then we're going to hit him to the right, and whoop, that's a missed tackle again. Finally, they're going to be running to the right, and we're going to hit them to the sideline, right? Sideline's our friend. Nope, nope, nope. They get on the board, tying us at 7. We're going back, and guess what we're doing? We're going with the screen. We got some good blocking up there. We're going to be trying to take it to the right, going up the middle, and finally getting in there. We're going to be giving to Cooper Stevens. Keep that name in mind on 4th and inches. We get that first down. Then we're going to be doing a jet pass of our own, and of course, we can't do it as well as them. The 6th place, 3rd and goal, and we're going to be hitting our tight end, and unfortunately, he's unable to get in. So we're going to kick a field goal, and we're able to go up 10-7. Once they get the ball back, it's 3rd and 7. We're going with a corner blitz, and boom, we're able to get to him. Once we go out back, we're just going to run it. No, we're not. It's going to be play action. We're hitting the tight end to the right. Almost picked off, but he's able to keep going. Jewett is able to pick up a big first down inside the 40. After a little bit of motion, we're going to be going to the left, and we're about to get boom option, and Cedric Alexander is going to be taken into the end zone, just barely getting there. Just under 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. It is a 10-point lead, and they're going to get right back into the game right there. Big play to the left to their wide receiver. They're cutting it to a 3-point lead again, 17-14. We go 3 and out, give them the ball back, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make it happen. Tick, 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 sack, fumble, and who's going to pick it up? None other than my boy Eli Wallace, and he's going to be taking it back, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Oh no, he's going to get covered by, oh my goodness, inside the 5. We're going to make good on Eli Wallace's effort. We're going with an option. Cedric Alexander again. Touchdown, Bearkats! Extending our lead even more, but that is not going to put them out of the game. You know our defense is going to be terrible. So we're going to be dropping back. Tick, 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 tick. Pass to the right end. Whoop! We're able to take it back, and Chanston Prox isn't going to let anyone catch him this time. Actually, he is. It's 4th and 2. We're going to run it up the middle, and we're going to ice this game. Dante David gets the first down. We kneel it, and Coach Josh McCown is going to be taking us to the promised land again. Conference USA Champions Player of the Game, Cedric Alexander, 3 touchdowns on 19 touches with 61 yards. That right there is a Conference USA Championship trophy presentation for the 2nd year in a row for the Bearkats. One of the big reasons why we won Conference USA Championship for the 2nd year in a row was Josiah Stevens coming up with a big game in the Conference USA Championship game. Player of the week for Conference USA, getting 2 tackles for loss and a sack. As we move to the college football playoff, we see that we now have a first round bye, ladies and gentlemen, along with UAB and Kansas State and Pittsburgh. Yep, this is absolutely a video game, and we know that. But look at some of the teams that are going to be vying to play against us. Georgia, Penn State, UCF, the 2017 national champion, self-proclaimed, and the Michigan Cheaters. Who are we going to play? Nebraska or Michigan? Before we get to that, we're going to be talking about Ronan Murphy, who we're going to be extending an offer to become our offensive coordinator. He does already have the East Texas pipeline. He does also have experience with a Texas team at UTEP. So we're definitely going to be offering this guy. Hopefully he accepts to come over for us. Looking at his stats, we do see he is a motivator. He is going to be able to help us grow. And the wait is over. We're going to be playing the Michigan Cheaters in the Cotton Bowl. We know we're going to be having to protect our signs because they're nothing but a bunch of cheaters and the lowest of low of all football teams. You can tell I really don't like Michigan. I also don't like Ohio State. I just really don't like cheaters. But here we go. Sam Houston's going to be taking on the mighty powerhouse Michigan Wolverines. It's going to be a great game. They're a blue blood. They absolutely own college football in the sense of having the history, the lore. They're the number 2 ranked team in the nation, so we're going to have to bring our A game. But before we get to it, let's talk about our offensive coordinator. Ronan Murphy did accept the job. Very happy. Again, we talked about he is going to be bringing some East Texas pipeline. He's going to be having some history at UTEP anyway. So very happy we were able to solidify this in our offensive coordinator for next year. As we take a look at the college football playoff bracket up to this point, Michigan just barely squeaked out against Nebraska. UCF, the defending national champions from 2017, were able to easily get by TCU. Georgia made it a little closer than it needed to be with Notre Dame, and Florida State barely got by Penn State. So the matchups for the quarterfinals are going to be us against Michigan, UCF against Pitt, Georgia against UAB. That's going to be a good game. And Florida State against Kansas State. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Let's take on the Michigan Wolverines, and let's bring glory and honor and no cheating back to the state of Texas. Eat 'em up, cats!